It has been quite a while since I made a YouTube video, and I'm so sorry. With pregnancy and moving and everything else that we have been doing over the last 9 months, it has been a crazy time, and we've just been focusing on family and the homestead and all of the things that this life offers. And so in this video, I intend to kind of go over what's been going on, show you a little bit of our garden, what we're anticipating over the next couple months, and I hope that you'll join me. So the morning light may not be so great. I'm going to show you what we have going on in this garden. We decided to go with a weed barrier greenhouse fabric this year from our friends over at Windmill Heights Garden Center here in Virginia, and it has been a lifesaver, especially when you're pregnant. Big load of wood for winter. So this first row, we'll start here, is potatoes. They are doing really well, as you can see, if I can get the light to figure it out. They are almost ready to come up, and the way we plant these, everybody's always asking about our potato plants, how they're so healthy, is we dig a trench, we put the potato in, we cover it up, and then we cover it with straw, and it does super well every year. The next row, we have onions. They're not going to do the best until these potatoes come up, but they are doing pretty good. Then we have a row, long row. I don't even know how many tomato plants we have. So we have 21 tomato plants. We have most of them in this row. The rest are in this row. And then in between the end and the beginning, there are pepper plants. And so those are doing good. We're using the electric poles that we have to string them up this year. And it seems to be doing a pretty good job. Over here on this trellis are cucumbers. They're just now popping up. We haven't planted anything on this trellis yet. And then moving further down, we have squash plants. And then about 150 green bean plants. And we need to plant about 150 more, but they're doing well. We also have about 10 raised beds. As you can see, there's no dirt in them. We couldn't get topsoil delivered in time before the baby. Pregnancy got more and more difficult, so this will be a fall project. So as you might remember, you've probably seen me post online, we have moved to a brand new homestead. It was very fast and very unexpected. We've been looking for a new homestead for quite some time. Where we were living, it was okay. It was only on a half acre. It was in a subdivision, a wooded subdivision, but it was still just not. We were just so uncomfortable there, and we really wanted to grow our homestead, and it was impossible to do that. So the market has been crazy, and we put contract after contract on land or a house, and it would just never work out. And so I kept telling my husband, I really feel like sometime in January, February of 2022 is when we're going to get our house. And it just was such a God thing. This house was not on the market. It fell in our laps. It was a great deal. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but once I moved in, it's exactly what I'm looking for. And it's funny how sometimes we don't know what we want until God actually gives it to us. And I think that's really important to remember, especially if you're looking for a new homestead or something in your life. And so it's a beautiful home. It's about 3 times bigger than what we were living in. We were living in an 800 square foot house with 4 of us, soon to be 5 of us. And there was just a lot more that we needed. We needed more space. We needed more animals. We wanted to be as sustainable as possible. So we signed the contract the beginning of March and moved in, and then sickness hit our household like crazy. So we were dealing with that for a couple of months, and finally, over the last 2 or 3 months, we have been healthy enough to really get things going here. I enjoyed springtime like no other on this homestead. The older couple that lived here before us, they had planted so many fruit trees and flowering bushes and flowers in general, and it has been a blessing to me because in my pregnancy I just normally am not very mobile. I'm very sick during my pregnancies. It can even get very depressing sometimes because I can't do anything, and so the springtime I enjoyed so much here between the lilac bushes, the peonies, all of the flowering trees, and it was just been an amazing time. So as soon as we got here, we realized that on this property, we have almost 6 acres here, which is way less than what we were looking for, but it is more than enough to be sustainable right now. And so we immediately started putting animals on the property. I was like, no, I am pregnant. I can't take care of them right now. But Mark was like, yes, let's just do it. With the way the economy is and the way things are going, we're just going to do it, and I will take up whatever slack there is and it'll be fine. So we immediately got 25 extra laying hens that'll be laying soon. We added 35 meat chickens. We added 15 turkeys, and just a couple weeks ago we added 16 bantams. And if you're like, bantams, well, bantams are wonderful. They were very popular on old homesteads because they were very commonly known to go broody. And so if you are having trouble getting full-size hens to go broody, bantams normally always go broody. And so it is a very good breed to have for sustainability. We are also in the process of getting fencing quotes to fence in the whole property to get a milk cow, hopefully by the end of this year or next spring is the goal, but the sooner the better, definitely after baby comes, so that I'm not stressed out about milking a cow and having a baby. But hopefully by the end of the year all of that will be in order and we'll be ready to go on adding a milk cow to the property. Now, baby update. So at the making of this video, this week I'm almost 38 weeks. I am ready to have this baby, and I'm not gonna push it though because I know babies come in their own time. But this is the first time that we'll be doing a home birth, which I'm really excited about. I have had a birth center birth and I've had a hospital birth before, so this will be all 3 experiences that I've had, and so we're excited about that. And obviously we'll let you know when baby comes. The pregnancy has been pretty uneventful, except like I mentioned before, I'm very sick during my pregnancies and I've never really been able to find anything to combat that. And so I have just been hunkering down, laying on the sofa, doing nothing except resting and trying to gain some energy before she comes. We did also add bees to our homestead. I completely forgot about them. We were not intending on adding bees this year because of me being pregnant. I can't get my bee suit on, and I am one of those people that loves to have a bee suit. And so we weren't going to do that, but my husband decided it was a good idea to go ahead and get those, so we did, for my friend Kaylee over at the Homestead. And these bees, y'all, they are growing like crazy, and so we're actually going to have to add a super box on. We've only had them since the beginning of May, and they're already needing more room because the genetics are just absolutely incredible. So I'm so excited. I can't wait until I can get out there and really get into them and start inspecting them. Right now my dear sweet husband is doing everything. He's doing just everything here on top of all the projects that needed to be done. I mean, he did the garden, and I just told him where to put stuff, and it's been a wonderful time. He has been just wonderful in this experience. He is truly he's been fabulous, and I know that he's tired. So, but I'm grateful for him and his love for our family and his love for this property and sustainability and everything that he's doing to help get it there. The one thing I did not focus on this year was an herb garden. You guys know, as an herbalist, I love my herbs, and I just have not had time to figure out where I'm gonna put an herb garden. So I did plant some herbs this year, not a whole lot. My intention for this fall and next year is to really get a space going for a permaculture herbal setup here on this property. I want to be set up completely so that if I ever need anything, I don't have to go online and buy it. I can just walk out my back door and grab it, and that's going to take a while, but I'm excited to put it together. That's about it on updates. We have been just really busy. I'm not in any shape to take you around the property and show you a bunch of things right now. I will say we do have peach trees on the property. We have lots of mulberry trees. We were able to partner with Stark Brothers and get lots of elderberry bushes and blackberry and raspberry bushes, and there's just a lot going on here that we will eventually show you. But I thought I would get a video out just to let you know we're still here, we're still alive, we're still kicking, give you some updates, and let you know that hopefully we'll have some more videos coming out soon after baby arrives. A couple things. I am still doing my Homestead Herbalist membership. I will probably be a little bit lax on that for the rest of the month of June and July once baby comes, but we'll pick back up in August. We have a lot of great discussions over there, a lot of lists I'm making of more discussions that we're wanting to have, and so if you haven't joined that yet, feel free to if you're wanting to learn more about herbalism very in depth with studies. There's a lot of information over there already right now. And also check out Homesteaders of America. We have had a crazy, amazing year. Homesteaders are just, they're all over the place. This community is growing so fast. We are just trying to keep up. So we are having the October event, so if you haven't checked it out, go to homesteadersofamerica.com and check out everything that we have going on there. We're also having a women's homesteader event, a very small event, in November at Polyface Farm. We're excited to partner with Joel and Daniel and their whole team over there to have a small women's event in November, so those tickets will go on sale soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and as always, happy homesteading.